Hello there, Sarah from 17 once again, introducing you to some Borderlands 2 content. And I know it's a bit sparse, but hopefully it's entertaining and interesting. This is Hyperius the Invincible, one of the two, extremely difficult bosses added to the DLC. And this is the first time we beat him. So what I'm using here is my buddy Ryan is a level 50 Siren, I'm a level 50 Assassin, and he runs all the way over the side while I sit behind this rock for a little bit, because it seems to be a decent strategy, a nice little hiding hole. It's not 100% safe, but it does help. And what I'm doing is I'm using the B shield, and I'm using this weapon, I think it's like the Flying Skyhawk that you get off one of the missions on the new Pirates Booty DLC. And on paper the stats of this gun aren't very good. I think this is only a playthrough 1 version. But because it fires so many bullets and because they all hit so fast, it's much like the conference call, so much that it does a ridiculous amount of damage exceptionally quickly. And this is our first victory over this boss, and there's probably much easier ways to beat him, but the thing that I noticed when we played was the obvious strategy is you shoot the robots when they're giving him shield, so it drops his shield while they're repairing, so you can do massive damage to him. You can still damage him when the shield is on, but it doesn't do as much. And then if you kill all the robots, he goes into jump mode and doing the double EMP spam technique, which is probably the cheapest move on the game. And if you've not fought him, what he does is he does an emission like that. It's just this crazy shockwave that hits you at almost every range. There's barely any cover in this room, and the first one immediately takes all of your shield, the second one downs you. And he can spam it. And we've even got into the situation where I was picking Ryan up, and he spammed that move and downed him immediately afterwards. And then I picked him up, spammed it again, immediately downed him. And we've experimented with some interesting combinations while we've been killing him recently, because this is the first time we killed him, but I've killed him plenty of times now. And there's a little technique in this game, I don't know if you know it, if you've got a high level Siren who has health regen mods and they're spec'd such a way that you regenerate a ridiculous amount of life very quickly at all times, if you bring a level 1 into the game, the level 1 cannot be killed, because your life regenerates too quick for the enemies to kill you. It's almost breaks the game. It's really strange. And I went into this fight with 2 level 50s. I was level 1. They went down all the time. I did not go down once because of this particular exploit we found, which I'm probably going to show you in a video, because I don't know what it is. It's just very strange. But as you can see, Ryan's died, so I'm the only one in the room now, because you can't come back in, which is the fucking worst choice that Gearbox has ever made on these optional bosses. And I get really lucky here, because this guy focuses on trying to jump at me. He doesn't do the shockwave too much, and when he does, it doesn't hit me the first one, it's only the second one that hits me, so I managed to keep shooting him. But I'm out of ammo with that new gun, which I'm calling Conference Call 2.0, and then I start smashing him with the most loved / hated weapon on the game. Use the kunais, and he falls. And the one thing to note about these so-called raid bosses, you can only do them once per 24 hours if you've beat them. You can't do them on another person's playthrough, you can't cheat the system in any way, it's bullshit. The drops are fucking terrible. The only good thing about these bosses are that they drop those Seraph crystals, and there's a shop in the Oasis where you can spend them, but unfortunately you might get about 8 or 9 per kill, and you need 100 plus to get anything decent. So these bosses are some of the worst fucking ideas of farming bosses I've ever seen, and I don't know if it's a direct response to the B, I don't know if it's a direct response to how much farming people are doing, but this is far too much World of Warcraft in my Borderlands, and I do not like it. But thanks for watching, guys, and you take care now.